The lyrical, lyrical. Where your mouth is. The lyrical genius says is this. Don't believe the hype. Put your money where your mouth is. The lyrical genius says is this. Don't believe the hype. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yo, I don't wanna hear about the latest shoes. I'm trying to roll up to be making moves. Where the grind is at, designer black. Drive around, chicks say, what kind of car is that? Rearrange my assessments, check my investments, live life before I return to the essence. Shot right, I'm just like Warbound. So now I know where you can copy the latest pound. I walk around like a giant in the city. No, this so loud, heads up in the cloud. I'm not dreaming, I'm thinking, son, about where I'm gonna get my next half a meal from. The lyrical geniuses is this. Don't believe the hype. Put your money where your mouth is.
The lyrical genius says is this. Don't believe the hype. Put your money where your mouth is.
Now, who gon' want test the man? Can't lose. I could use another 55 grand. The champion, the Italian stallion. My clique just booked me out of Rikers Island. Blood in, blood out. What? When red come around to me, you get huffed up. Brand new Tim or scuffed up. Killing them softly, you can't get enough. Who's nice in that? Who's price in that? If you try to sell it cheap, I'ma buy it back. Then the money goes around.
Yeah. Blessed up. Welcome to the UN Podcast Show. You already know. I'm your host, 120 The God. Remember I told you we're going to get real deep in this. We're going to get into chapter 2. Remember, we already did chapter 1. If you need to get to chapter 1, you'll go back to a couple of episodes. But now, in this one, we're going to go into depth. Remember, I was just talking about my album, because the album was already came out. So shout out to all those who supported me in buying the album, the NFT / t-shirt / album. A few cats is buying it, but also there's a few cats that didn't download it, didn't register. So y'all go ahead and register. Remember, because at the end of the year, that's the NFT. Okay, so those who didn't register, go on and register, man, and download the album. Okay. So thank you everybody for support. So last episode, I jumped right into the t-shirt. So now you can go online and buy it, right? You see us on the street. I got another maybe 1,000 t-shirts more coming, right? So I want to thank y'all for holding us down with that. Also, shout out to my man Terrence on the west side. Bless you, you already know. He's doing things with Prince and A Boogie with the hoodie. I love that little thing they putting together. So bless up and good luck with that, man. Success with that. Queen the Great, you know, that's my brother. That's my A, like you already know. His album, we cooking it up, baby. We in the pot, we putting that album together. You all know what I mean? So thank you everybody for supporting the UN Podcast Show. I also got always got a shout out Polo, my man Ralph Lauren, man, big up for supporting me. I need some new clothes, man. Summertime coming. Let's get ready. Another month or two. You need to throw me some new stuff so I can, represent that. Put some UN on that and stop playing. Also, shout out to BMW, you already know. Shout out to RZA, Wu-Tang Clan, you already know. Big up to y'all. And also the A&Rs from Sony and Def Jam. I want to shout y'all out, and I want to thank y'all for calling this album a classic, like comparing it to Nas, Biggie, and all that. I put my heart in this. This is years, months, and days. So those who get the album, I would advise you to listen to it from beginning to end, because it's definitely years, months, and days. It's called the Dope Album. You already know. You can go to the last episode. I broke all that down. So thanks to all those who's buying it. Let's go. Keep buying it. I got some orders coming in. It'll be another week or two. Keep buying a t-shirt. We got we're trying to put together like a show up in SOBs. Right, so we're trying to put that together. A couple of months, 4 months, 5 months. So you're definitely gonna get a show. Album release party. You already know how we do it, right? The new style. Okay? So, like I said, all this, oh, my cousin Ken Blue, you already know. Explore Music Group, man. Supporting them. You know, they do good music too. Alright, we got beats for y'all over there, right? Crazy beats. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Bronx. RPT, Westside, the whole Bronx. You know I represent the whole Bronx. Okay? This is 120 to go. Alright, so now, like I said, we're going to get real deep into chapter 2. It's time to build. Peace.
Yeah. You win. I got a dope world. I got a dope girl. Let's go, man. I got a dope plan. Watch me turn 50 to 100 grand. And if you don't understand, my shit is dope, man. I got a dope life. My shit is dope hype. Had a dope day, so it's gonna be a dope night. That's that 959. Say what? Straight off the boat. One hit of this shit and that's all she wrote. If it's dope, we gon' go live.
Okay, we back. You know, always when in the morning I drink my little tea. That's one of my other companies, Marketech. Nice cup of tea, man. You don't break your fast. You know, breakfast. They said breakfast is the most important part of the day now, Cypher. That's breaking your mental fast. So I drink some tea. I don't eat. Rarely would I eat breakfast. Let me say that. If I didn't eat at night, or if I eat the day before, or if I'm on a fast, I'll break my fast eating some breakfast or something. Okay, so those you already know, man. Cop the book. I'm sure they putting it up there. Right? If you didn't cop the book, follow along. Right? Okay, so the second key: achievements and believing you can. Okay, so let's get into it. The steps towards living and achieving goals is to believe and imagine it all the time. Then go after it every day with conscience, like conscience, not conscious. Two different things. Believing in your mind that you already achieved your goals will develop a sense of certainty. Break the certainty down too. That certainty will lead to different motions and actions must follow. Because of being conscience with certainty, actions will come abundantly, negative and positive. And you have to pick the ones or the action you need and put them into motion to reach your goals or your achievement. We do this every day subconsciously just by opening our eyes. Guess what? We're in motion. Remember when I broke down in the last episode about motion, it don't matter. Right? Once you hit that zero velocity and then with motion, but once you wake up, your energy is in this physical plane. You are now in motion, right? So negative and positive is now moving, right? By constantly repeating in your mind the images of yourself succeeding every day, you create neural pathways in the brain that in turn stimulates the nervous system. That stimulus or stimuli you are feeling is the body going into action, manifesting your reality. Right? The average people become nervous or afraid of that funny feeling in their stomach and pull away from that energy. But guess what? That energy, that is your certainty. Okay, let me pause that for a minute. When I say certainty, that's your success of whatever it is you want to accomplish. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to break down is like that feeling you get is the feeling of unknown, right? Something is coming and whatever's happening, the fear of the unknown is what gives you that anxiety, right? Or that uncertain, because you're not aware of what's happening, what's getting ready to happen. So that's a scary feeling, right? That's that anxiety. Like kids when Christmas is coming around the corner, that feeling. Christmas the next day, that feeling that you got that night waiting for Santa Claus. You know what I mean, right? So, chapter 2, the second key to success, achievements and believing that you can, period. See, what I'm saying is like, You can't have a inch of doubt in your mind that you unbelieve what you can do. If you can't have it has to be for certain that you believe in yourself that you can handle whatever is coming in front of you. Period. Like, achieving and believing is no excuses to what you have to manifest. That's what I mean by that in chapter 2. Right. Now remember, being conscious and conscience is two different things. I'm gonna show you up there. The two words, they pronounce the same. Conscious, right? It's the same, but they're two different words. Conscious, that conscious word, that's like having a knowledge or being aware of something, right? So like a conscience, that's a physical thing. That's like a little kid goes to a stove, don't know nothing about the stove, but once they touch the stove and it's fire and it burns them, they become conscious, physical, like, oh, I know not to touch that again. That's conscious, right? Now the second word, conscious, the science, conscience. If you really was to break the word down, I'm putting it up there. That's the inner feeling. See, the conscience, the science, that's mental. The inner feeling or the voice views as acting as a guide to the righteous or the wrongness of one's behavior. That's a feeling, right? One being conscious and conscience, that's a feeling, right? I don't need to go to the stove. I got a feeling that it's danger, right? Or I don't need to go here to success. I got a feeling. I feel it. That's that certainty, right? Of being conscious, right? As opposed to just being conscious. You got to go through your mistakes. That's a physical behavior. So, most people are conscious and then unconscious, right? So then they have to keep making mistakes in life over and over again. That's a person that's conscious. But a person that's conscious with the science, conscience, ain't no mistakes. They can feel energy. It's an internal feeling. They know what's good and they can feel what's bad. You understand what I'm saying? That's two different things. So you'll make sure you'll be aware of that. So like I said, conscience being physical, right? And conscious, right? Conscious, the conscience being mental. They both, it's the same conscious. They both say has the same pronunciations, but two different meanings. Alright, so conscious is mental, is physical. Conscious is mental. The feeling of knowing right from wrong. Right. Now see, that's where your certainty is at. Right? The quality of being reliably true. Right? There's no doubt in your mind. Now that's the two different things. Okay, now let's move forward into the next paragraph.
A&R's from Def Jam and Sony is calling this album a classic. Since Nas and Biggie, the NFT/album/t-shirt on sale now for $29.99 plus shipping and handling. From the man who brought you Bronx War Story, the album that went gold. From the Wu-Tang Clan, 120 The Guard brings you the dope album, Years, Months, and Days, featuring Preem the Great and D-Stacks, the platinum producer from A Boogie with the Hoodie. On sale now. Go to umforlife.com. That's UM4life.com. Head to shop and order the NFT album t-shirt now.
Yeah. Welcome back to the UN Podcast Show. I'm moving forward about, we were talking about conscious and conscious, so I hope you got the science of that. If not, go back a little bit, man, and play that back again, because that's real. Chapter 2, that's leading to your success, your certainty. Don't you ever doubt that. Okay, moving on. There is no way anyone to tell me that they never have felt that bubble gut feeling before and pulled away, then later on having regrets of their non-achievements. Even famous musicians I know tell me that they get nervous or them butterflies before they go on stage. And after that, when they're in the arena, they perform a great show. That's because they already overcame that hard part. And what was the hard part? Believing. Once you got that, man, it's a flow. Trust me on that. Once you believe, right, you can start off small. Don't go too crazy with it, but trust me, man. Little small goals. I think I say this in here, so let's move forward. Remember, if you are insecure about your goals, you will make insecure decisions. Let me say that one more time. Remember, if you are insecure about your goals, you will make insecure decisions. I need you to think about that for a minute. Right? Anything that you're doing, if it's a doubt, the end of it is gonna have doubt. You understand what I'm saying? If you're making an effort to do something, and within that effort you got 20% doubt, so the outcome of that effort is gonna be 20% doubtless. And you get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. First, test yourself in your temper. The next time something gets you pissed off or highly upset, check your attitude. Is it positive? Then you win. Is it negative? You lost. Right, start all over. Knowing or aware makes you want to change your thought process and the way you think. Understanding makes you act on it. You will begin to control yourself in the situations. Trust me. Believe in yourself that you have the possibility for achievements because you just achieved your first goal by keeping that what? Positive attitude. What we said in chapter 1, huh? In the last episode, staying positive in negative situations. That's the same thing here. You win. You had the right attitude no matter what situation came. You had the right attitude. Okay? Now, successfulness tends to focus on one energy at a time because energy that is not diverted has a stronger base and is more established. This is why achievement and believing needs to work together. To master this comes with setting goals. See, I just said that. You gotta set goals, long term, short term, no matter what. It gets you frustrated. You gotta hence do it. If you never made bread before, I'm gonna make some bread, and I'm gonna keep making it until I perfect the bread. Right? Start small. Right? I always bought bread. I never made bread. Why don't you just try to make some bread with some yeast? Right? And then see how that comes out. Of course, it's gonna. I'm sure the first time, whoa, right? And then after you continue, right, to completion, give yourself a certain time, a certain ratio, and right, perfect your bread, right? Once you did that, that's a part of life. That's like internally consciously learning how to do a short-term, long-term goal and perfect it. Okay, so that's what I mean by that. So now let's define the words achievement and belief. Let's define them. You go to your dictionary and you see what it means, okay? So achievement, a thing done successfully by effort, courage, or skill. Right? And within achievement, effort, vigorous and determined attempts. That's your effort. See about the bread? Vigorous and determined attempts. 2, within achievement is courage. The ability to do something that frightens others. Making the choice and willingness to confront agony, pain, and uncertainty or intimidation. They're willing to confront that. That's your courage. And skill, the ability to do something well. How you going to do something well if you don't practice it? The skill of becoming a positive person. That's practice. Right? So achievement is that. A thing done successfully by effort, courage, and skill. That's achievement. Now, belief. to have confidence in the truth, the existence, or reliability of something, although without absolute proof that one is right in doing something. Let me say that again. Believe, to have confidence in the truth, the existence, or reliability of something, although without absolute proof that one is right in doing something. Let me break down what that means. The person that made the chair was sitting next to a person that couldn't believe or wouldn't believe that he could ever make a chair to sit on. Right? Where's this person that made the chair composed to the person who wouldn't believe that he could make a chair? See? In his mind, he said, I'm going to make something that I can sit on. Or the person that made the wheel, I'm going to make something that I can carry this thing without putting strain on my back. He thought of that. And what, man, everything that we around, even this cup of tea, right, the thing that I made it in, everything was manifested in the mind and came to reality. So it starts here. You have to have belief, even if it don't exist here, right? It exists here. So it always starts here to be what? Manifested. So that's what they mean by belief, having the proof that one is right in doing something, whether it's seen or not seen physical. So that's believing, having absolute proof in your mind. Thoughts bring out reality, right? Not reality bringing out thoughts. So it works both ways. But you got to start with the mental first in order for the physical to manifest itself, right? So let's break the words down: achieve and believe into numbers. Y'all know how to do that. Y'all go to your book and break it down. All right, I already gave you the mathematics in the last episode. So now achievement, y'all know that adds up to 6. Y'all do it yourself, as I'm not doing it for y'all right there. And believe adds up to 6, right? So separately, right? If you do the math, I'll do it on the paper, but separately they all is below 7, right? So achievement adds up to 6 and believe add up to 6. So separately they are below God, which is 7, right? So, but together, guess what? 6 plus 6 equals what? 12. And what's 12? 1 and 2 is what? 3. That's the understanding. You get what I'm saying? So, separately, right, they can't achieve it because they both under 6, right? They have limitations. But together, they have to understand it, right? So both is needed to have a clear understanding. But understand that both is needed in order to what? Achieve success. Because just getting understanding adds up to 6. Understand adds up to 3. So you need the understanding to believe, which is the 6, and achievement. Now that's 3 6s. I'm gonna give you a little minute. Think about it. Understanding, what is that? 6. What's belief? That's 6. That's equality. And then what's achievement? That's 6 too. See? So that's the 3 6s. So now that equals what? 18. What I said. What's 18? Don't get confused about the 3 6s. But what is 666? 18, right? But what is 18? 8 and 1 is what? Born. See? Born gonna always born itself. Right? Mathematics never lie. So y'all take time. Y'all do that. And then y'all get back to me. Right? So, like I said, please don't be spooked by the 666 because that's just the opposite of what? 999, right? So they both add up to 9. So even if you turn those numbers upside down, what? 9, 18, 27. See? What's 2 and 7? Born. Look, it's still born self, right? That's just to show you mathematics don't lie. All right? I want you to take a little time, right? Because I'm going to get to the next paragraph on it, but y'all take a little time. I want y'all to do the numbers on that. Y'all draw that up, and I'll get back with you in 2 minutes. All right, blessed up.
Yeah, big shout out to the UN podcast show. My man Ramik 120 the God, host. I am DJ Cut King, MC Cut King, from the Groundbreakers Entertainment, Unlimited Radio, 5-star DJ. I could go on for days, yo. I can do this, yo. I do this. Let's go.
Hood. Just want to give a shout out to my man UM, you know what I mean, 120. You know, this is his podcast, so I just want to shout him out for doing his thing. My name is Ron Dew. Me and Cut King, we be putting together the funkiest hits. Me be putting the funkiest hits together. We be putting the funkiest hits, and that's how we do. My name is Ron Dew. Peace.
Yeah. I got a dope world. I got a dope girl. Let's like go, dope, man. I got a dope plan. Watch me turn 50 to 100 grand. And if you don't understand, my shit is dope, man. I got a dope life. My shit is dope hype. Had a dope day, so it's gonna be a dope night.
Yeah. We back. Thank you all for tuning in to the podcast show. Shout out to all. You already know. Love is love. Okay, so now let's get into accept something as true or feel sure of the truth. Right? Like you believe in God, right? Don't you believe in yourself? More than an image of yourself? Because if you don't, that's failure. Okay? So keeping a positive attitude always wins, right? I guarantee that. Basically, you will start to believe when you start achieving goals in your life. So that's why I'm saying the small and big goals. That's why I say achievement and believing belongs together, right? Because it brings out what? The best part, the understanding. Okay? So let's move on. We got a little more to go. Just like the opposite of hot is what? The opposite of up is what? The opposite of God is what? I'm not preaching to you. I'm just showing and proving through mathematics and energy, negative and positive, your life is being manifested in everyday living. When done right, you don't have to go looking for opportunity. Opportunity will come looking for you. Trust me. I only symbolic God, meaning as doing good, God's work. Devil only meaning doing bad, devil's work. They both have power and add up to 9. But God has 9 times more power. Let's show and prove numbers don't lie. How many times does it take to get from 18 to 27? 9. Right. So born's into a 7. Right. I'm only saying it because when you break down, if you born devil, that's God. Right. When you born God, that's build or destroy. See? God is God and devil. Devil is devil. Right. Negative is negative. Positive is positive and negative. They belong together. Negative stays by itself. You get what I'm saying? That's why we always keep what? Negative dormant. Right. Never entertain negative. Okay? We break it down. Devil, God. Break it down. DEVIL equals God. And break down God. That equals build or destroy. Negative, positive. Okay? So the devil or failure only has power that was given through what? God. See, I just said that. Success. The devil has many followers, failures. Right. You see them more hard. You see the more hard you work at becoming successful or God. The devil, failure, will work even harder to see that you are unsuccessful. See? The more you were trying to smother positive and or smother negative and thinking that being all so positive is gonna smother negative, nah. Sometimes light can blind you. Right? Don't think the shine always the light is good. Sometimes too much light can blind you. So you gotta be careful of that power. Okay? Remember, the devil has power to persuade, tell lies in order to master you. See, the devil deal with lies. God only has one power, which is the truth. See, within the truth is many. Right, within lies is lies. You can't dispute the one power. So that's why I said within God is devil, right? Within devil there's no God, but within God there's both, right? You can't deter the two. God and devil is in within self, and it depends on what you do. Okay, so you need to have that great understanding to see that. Now that's what all that is boiling up to. When you boil it all down, all it is the truth, right? The truth is undisputed. So that's all what we're saying is you can't dispute that. Within the truth comes everything, right? Negative, black, all that stuff comes with the truth. Right? Everything was made within that. Nothing is made. You can't make a truth out of lies. Out of the truth, you can make many lies, right? From lies, you can't boil up a bunch of lies and make a truth out of it. That's not going to happen, right? It don't exist. Everything exists from what? The truth. That's the manifestation, okay? So, all you need to do is understand that, okay? So, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get into a little story. Matter of fact, let's jump into it, right? Let me tell you a story, right? There was this man relaxing in his house, vaguely watching the news while reading his Bible, right? A severe storm was coming in his area, and everyone was being forewarned to evacuate. To him, the news is just a prediction, and he had survived other storms before. Later that evening, the storm came, and it was serious. Just as the weatherman predicted, the man's house started to flood to the point he could not escape. So he went to the top floor of his house along with his Bible because he believed in God and knew he would save him. So on the top floor of the house, through the window, he saw another man and on a log passing by. The man yelled, "It's getting worse. Come on the log. And come on the log with me beyond the currents. There's help." Right? He was like, "That's okay. You go ahead. I will take my chances." Right? It did get worse, and now the man was on the roof of his house. A helicopter was passing, saw him on the roof, and came to the rescue. Due to strong winds, they could not get down to him, so they lowered the rope. He refused the rope and held on to his Bible. There was nothing else to prevent the situation, and the bad weather took his house and his life. He was a good man his whole life, so of course he went to heaven. Now, speaking to God, why didn't you save me? I believed in you. You know what God said? I forewarned you with the news, sent you a log, and because you believed in me so much, I even sent you a helicopter. See, you understand? Now let's sum that up into mathematics. In order to succeed in achievement, you have to believe you can do it with effort, courage, and skill. Remember, I just said that. If you read it before, I just said that. You can accomplish this one goal, right? One goal at a time. I say get into the habit of practicing all three, effort, courage, and skills. That's when you will have no problem reaching all of your goals, right? Numbers don't lie. Remember, go back to mathematics. Goals. Let's break down goals. Y'all break it down. That's 9, see? Always born self, right? Achieving goals. Okay? I broke it down for y'all in the book, but y'all know how to do the mathematics, right? Okay? See, I don't want just you to have understanding of success. I want you to understand success and keep it, right? Most people just want to sell you a fish sandwich. I want to teach you how to fish. Believe me, there's a big difference. Remember, setting goals and achieving and believing is the key to success. Now, y'all set some goals, right? Long and short, right? And one of your goals got to be by finishing this book, understanding what this book is about. Right? Keeping yourself established and reminding yourself of good habits and respecting bad habits is what will manifest in the 3rd chapter. Okay? So I want to thank all y'all for tuning in. That was chapter 2, second key, achievement and believing you can. Okay, so y'all get deep into that, and y'all come back to me. I want to give me some comments on that, and tell me how y'all drew that up. Okay. Okay. Always remember, man, If you stay good and be good, right? If you do things with that effort and you put the good in, it's only good can come out of it, right? You anyway sneaking around or doing anything that's not worth your conscience, then it's failure, right? You're gonna get that same thing when you move down, all right? So never let that gut feeling go away. You remember your certainty, right? Believe in it 100%, all right? So shout out to Terrence Westside, big up, love you. Prince Royal, A Boogie, you already know what it is. Don Q, peace to the gods, Preem the Great. I can't wait to hear that album, you already know. Yo, the album NFT is coming, right? I ordered some more, so y'all get ready to cop that. You can go get it online. See, it's right there. You cop it, right? You don't gotta wait for me now. Buy it online, and I'll make sure you get the shirt. Stop playing with me, okay? So when it comes to energy, right, you must always know the difference, right? Conscious is what? Physical. Conscious is what? Mental. Always want to make your mental be powerful than your physical, and that's how you're supposed to move. Mind overrides everything, okay? Hurt people only hurt people, all right? So remember that. Peace to everybody. Peace to the gods and earth. Can Do Explore Music Group. And it's from Sony. Big up to y'all calling the album a classic. Shout out to RZA, Wu-Tang. You already know what it is, right? Shout out to Polo, BMW. You already know I'm coming for my new BM. Alright, blessings to y'all, man. Stay up. It's 120. Alright, thank you for watching the UN Podcast Show. I'm out.
Yeah. I got a dope world. I got a dope girl. Let's go, man. I got a dope plan. Watch me turn 50 to 100 grand. And if you don't understand, my shit is dope, man. I got a dope life. My shit is dope height. Had a dope day, so it's gonna be a dope night. That's that 959. Say what? Straight off the boat. One hit of this shit and that's all she wrote. If it's dope, we gon' go line for line. Bet my shit come out dope every time. Metaphor raw, flow is insane. You can take this one straight to the brain. This ain't cocaine, this ain't a girl, it's a boy. If you don't understand, my shit is dope, man. I got a dope world, I got a dope girl. My life is dope, man. I got a dope plan. Watch me turn 50 to 100 grand. And if you don't understand, my shit is dope, man. I got a dope world, I got a dope girl. My life is dope, man. I got a dope plan.